Welcome to the Four of Cups. Through the twin flame, shadow alchemy, and sovereign integration, the sacred pause between love and will. Welcome, twin flames. You found this message because the Four of Cups is calling you into a deeper understanding of your sacred pause. Not rejection, not failure, not stagnation, a pause, a holy invitation to feel what you've refused to feel and to see what you've been blind to. Let's begin. Take a deep breath. I would like to encourage you in this moment to just drop in and allow this message to unfold. The Four of Cups emerges like still water. There's no ripple, no voice shouting in your ear, just you, a cup offered from the heavens. And you're not even looking at it. In the shadow, this card often brings feelings of boredom, emotional numbness, apathy. But if you sit with it long enough, you realize it's not the world that has dulled. It's that the inner world has reached a saturation point. Something must integrate. In the twin flame journey, this is the moment where you stop chasing and start sitting. The constant projection, the externalization of union, it falls flat. The other person no longer stirs your will the way they once did. You can't escape into them anymore. This moment is sacred because this is when you need yourself. This is when you meet yourself. When the Four of Cups appears, Spirit is asking, can you be still long enough to let the buried grief rise? Can you sit in the silence long enough to hear your soul's whisper above the noise of your desire? Here, love and will enter conflict. Love says, open your heart. Will says, protect what is yours. But what if they're not enemies? What if the pause in the alchemical vessel where they began to dance? In this channeled message, I want to honor your ego, not to suppress it, but to cultivate it. Ego is not the villain here. Ego, in its healed form, is your self-value, your I am, your right to choose how you are loved, how you are met. The one who sits beneath the tree in the Four of Cups has reached an inner threshold. It is a refusal to settle, a refusal to accept emotional breadcrumbs. The numbness, it isn't disconnection. It's the soul saying, I no longer resonate with what once fed me. This is a radical act of sovereignty. In the twin flame connection, this may look like turning away from constant triggering, stepping back from obsessive loops, or even walking away. Not in abandonment, but in sacred reclamation. And this is where the deeper masculine and feminine energies rise up. The distorted feminine will long for reconnection at any cost. She may plead, wait, sacrifice her truth for crumbs. The distorted masculine will withdraw, defend, deny. He fears emotional exposure and would rather isolate than risk his throne being touched. But in the integrated polarity, the masculine holds sacred boundaries and honors time and space as a crucible. The feminine rests into the discomfort, allowing her longing to transmute into knowing. This is the deeper meaning of the Four of Cups. Can you hold your longing without collapsing? Can you honor your desire without making yourself wrong for having it? We are in the school of patience now, and that's not a passive word. Patience is sacred discipline. It is the faith that what is meant to stir your heart will arrive, not because you chased it down, but because you became the match for it. Let's look at the astrological. The Four of Cups aligns beautifully with the Cancer moon energy. Deeply intuitive, nurturing, but often wounded in love. This card speaks of lunar cycles, a turning inward. If you're being disconnected, feeling disconnected, check the moon. Your waters may be asking for renewal. The zodiac influence here is potent. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and we're called into the feminine principle. Not the fantasy, but the real feminine. The one who receives, waits, feels. If this card is showing up for you, you may be in a Venus moon transit or facing your fourth house themes. Ancestral memory, emotional foundation, patterns of love you inherited but never consented to. And so this stillness is not laziness. It's ancestral alchemy. You're undoing generations of emotional survival strategies. The cups before you were built from those scripts, some of which are expired. Spirit is offering you a fourth cup, one from the divine, but you can't receive it until your hands are empty. And your ego, your sovereign self, has to choose to release the known. This energy is asking, will you make space for what you don't yet understand, but deeply desire? This is where I remind you, the Four of Cups is a threshold card. Not the end, not even the middle. It's the door between your karmic storyline and your sovereign one. In the twin flame journey, this moment often precedes union. Not always in the romantic sense, but in the spiritual sense. It's the place where you no longer need the other to reflect your worth. You stop performing your wound. You stop trying to be chosen. you realize you are always the one holding the cup. This is where ego becomes sacred. It says, I'm not waiting for permission to rise. I am. That's it. That's the sentence. And with that proclamation, a new relationship to will is born. Will becomes alignment, not force. Love becomes liberation, not longing. And the two merge. The masculine and feminine integrate, not by becoming the same, but by honoring each other's rhythm. The feminine receives the masculine structures, the feminine intuits, the masculine acts, the feminine feels, the masculine protects. Together, they birth clarity. So, if you're in the Four of Cups moment, trust the pause. Not all offerings are for you. Not all timing is right. And not all movement is progress. Stillness is holy. It's here that your sovereignty is tested. Not in noise, but in the silence. Who are you when nothing pulls at you? What do you truly want when no one is watching? The twin flame mirror may have gone quiet. That is not abandonment. It is initiation. Can you still love yourself in their silence? Can you trust that your evolution continues even without their presence? The answer is holy hell yes. Because this is where you learn the most sacred lesson of all. You are not waiting for love. You are love. And will, when aligned with soul, will move mountains, not for approval, but from purpose. So take this moment to excel. Let the old cups be what they are, lessons, not regrets. Let the cup from the divine come in its time. And while you wait, cultivate your joy. Honor your worth. Celebrate your becoming. You are not stuck. You are sovereign. You are not numb. You are deepening. You are not rejected. You are realigning. Let this be your mantra. I choose the sacred pause. I trust the divine timing. I embody my sovereign heart. I am both love and will. If this message stirred something in your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your soul family. Comment below and let me know where you are in your sacred pause. Are you sitting beneath the tree? Are you ready to receive the divine cup? I'd love to witness your truth. And if you're ready to dive deeper into your journey of shadow alchemy, twin flame integration, or ego cultivation as sacred self-value, check the description for my current offerings. until next time, stay sovereign, stay sacred, stay true. I love you so much.